Hey there, Heather, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Cutter Does Sports Grids. It is January the 26th, and hopefully I do well today, but I'm looking at the grid, baseball grid, and looking like I might not get a perfect score. But on the left side, we have Detroit, the Mets, and played shortstop. Up top, we have Minnesota, Cleveland, and center field. Meaning, I have to name someone who played for both Detroit and Minnesota, the Mets in Minnesota, a shortstop for the Minnesota Twins, a Cleveland Detroit player, a Mets and Cleveland player, and a shortstop from Cleveland, and a center fielder from the Tigers, Mets, and most shocking of all, played shortstop and center field. Actually, hang on. That's not as crazy as I thought it would be. Because I know Robin Yount won an MVP both as a shortstop and an outfielder. So, okay. Center field. I think Curtis Granderson played one game in center field for Detroit. It's minimum one. That's center field. Tony Agee. Alright, shortstop for Minnesota. Solio Versailles. And Cleveland shortstop, who else but Omar Vizquel. Okay, Detroit, Minnesota has Torrey Hunter. Torrey time played with the Tigers. Detroit, Cleveland, Rocky Colavito in a famous trade. Mets in Minnesota. I would have loved to say Carlos Correa, but he didn't play for the Mets. Mets in Cleveland is Carlos Carrasco. Cookie, as they call him. Cookie. Mets and Twins. I have to think. Oh, Frank Viola. See, I got myself all worked up thinking I wasn't going to get perfect grid in baseball, but I did. A 9. 116 is the rarity score, which is pretty good. Torrey Hunter, Detroit, Minnesota. Victor Martinez, Detroit, Cleveland. Yeah, I could see that. Granderson. Johan Santana, Mets and Twins. Right. Francisco Lindor, Mets and Cleveland. That makes sense. Brandon Nimmo, center field. Carlos Correa for the Twins. Yeah. Omar Vizquel and Robin Yount. I didn't know there was actually a play shortstop and center field. I didn't know there was that many people to do that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's play basketball. Yep, and we have Denver, LA, and Utah on the left. Chicago, Miami, and assists. So I have to name someone who had 5 assists per game. Well, Nikola Jokic had at least one season of that. Magic Johnson did so. And John Stockton. There's the easy ones. Alright, Denver and Chicago. Denver, Miami is also a tough one. Can't say Iverson. Ray Allen, Carmelo Anthony. Oh wait, Andre Iguodala, right? I actually was in the process of doing a sports catastrophe on Iguodala. And I remember he played for Denver for a year and he was a bench player for Miami. Right. Okay, Lakers and Bulls. Dennis Rodman. LA and Miami. Caron Butler. I know I could have said Shaq, but I'd go with Caron Butler. First guy in my head. Utah and Chicago. Who would want to play for those two teams? Definitely not Karl Malone. Andre Miller, I don't think was a Bull. So, Matt Harpring? Fuck, I thought Harpring played for the Bulls. Utah, Miami. It's a tough one. Get pays to do a sports catastrophe taping. And then you remember that. Utah, Miami. Not Karolinko. I don't know. Basketball always gives me a pause. I don't know. I'm gonna just take what I can get, and that's a 6. So what was it? Nate Robinson, Laurie Markkinen, and Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk played for the Jazz? I know he's Canadian. 30, 52, 37. Yeah. Okay, those two fine, but the 52% Utah, Chicago. And I got Denver, Miami because I remember Andre Iguodala. Oh well, football. Okay, so we got Houston, Arizona, Jacksonville. To the left, Indy, Tennessee, and 5,000 receivers. I know Andre Johnson played for the Colts and Houston. I don't know anyone else who was a Houston and Indy player. And I know Andre Johnson probably would have been the most logical for the receiving yards. But I'm sure I can, for Houston, but I'm sure I can name another Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, well, actually, hold on here. Do I know a Houston and Tennessee player? Not Fitzucky and not McCown. Because I know DeAndre Hopkins is Tennessee. If I knew a Houston and Tennessee player, then I can... Yeah, I'm kind of trapped because DeAndre Hopkins. Guys, who else was a 5,000-yard receiver who played for Houston in their career? I would say Wes Welker, but I don't think he played for the Texans. I might as well just put it in. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, 5,000 yards, Larry Fitzgerald, Larry Legend. I think played all his career with the Cardinals. Jacksonville, 5,000 yards, Keenan McCardle, and he didn't play for those two other teams. Okay, so Arizona, Indy. I don't think Fitzpatrick. I think Fitzpatrick. Let's see, Arizona, Indy. Cardinals and Colts. I can't think of anyone. Jacksonville, Indy. Gary Brackett, no. Jacoby Brissett, no. Can't see him playing for the Jaguars or the Cardinals. Wait, Brissett. What? Didn't he play for the Cardinals? Nope, that's not. Cardinals and Tits. I know there was a receiver, Andrew Bennett, Jacksonville and Tennessee. Oh my gosh. Or Jacksonville and Houston, I should say. Ernest Gibbons, no. Desmond Howard, no. Cody Carlson, no. Oilers and Cardinals. He played for Houston and Arizona. Chris Chandler? I know he played for the Oilers, but did Chris Chandler play for the... At this point, I'm just going to try anything. Ah, I got lucky. So that's a 5. Who else was a good Houston Texans wide receiver? Andre Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins were both playing for those two teams, so I can't say them. And this team is 20 years old, so I should be able to pick a Houston guy. I don't know. I'll have to take my 5. I have no idea, which means I can't get to 30. Okay, so, yeah, Andre Johnson. Edgerrin James. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gardner Minshew. Oh, fuck. Right, Minshew was the Colts quarterback. I should have figured that. Blaine Gabbert for the Titans. Always with the quarterback. Yeah, only 12th. Will they show me? Or no? No, they'll just show, like, the all-time record. Darn it. I just wish I knew. 17% said Jacksonville, Tennessee. Well, if that's any consolation. Hockey. You need to get perfect, because it's my national sport. Islanders. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Mike Bossy, but Bossy retired before he got to 1,000 points because of his back. Detroit, Stevie Zimmerman. And Ottawa was Marian Hossa. So that's 3 easy ones. Islanders, St. Louis. Pierre Turgeon. Detroit, St. Louis. Bernie Federko. I know he was a Blues legend, but he did play as Detroit. And Ottawa, St. Louis, Pavel Demitra. R.I.P. Okay, other Sharks. Thomas Greiss. Detroit, San Jose, Brad Stewart. And Ottawa, San Jose. Tarasenko didn't play that. Milan Mahalik. Yes. Bookmarked it. I just missed out. I got another 29. That's back-to-back 29s. Yeah, perfect score. What was my... 122. Okay, great. Okay, Halak was on the St. Louis. True. Nabokov, yeah, speaking of goalies, Bossy. Bossy got to 1,000 points? I thought Bossy missed. Didn't make Bossy miss? Bossy missed, didn't he? He scored 1,126 points. I thought Bossy had like 946 points or something. Am I thinking Dennis Potvin or something? Nonetheless, I got it right. Brad Hall, Detroit, St. Louis, yep. Igor Larianov, that's right. Zimmerman, Tarasenko was for St. Louis. Erik Karlsson, oh yeah, with his D'Artagnan mustache, if that's what. And Daniel Alfredson. Okay, so because I got 4 of them were under 10% for Darko, Dimitrov, Mahalik, and Stewart were under that threshold. But hey, I got a perfect grid. I didn't get 30. I got close though. That's all that counts. Hey, I'm Jeff Diamond.